Yeah, I really don't like New Year's. And a lot of you are going to be like, especially if you watch my videos, you're going to be like, dude, you really just don't like any holiday, do you? Because I've made 2 rant videos now right after holidays, where I made the I hate Black Friday shopping video and I made the I hate Christmas shopping video. But the thing is I don't hate those holidays, right? Like I actually enjoy Thanksgiving because it's the one day of the year where it's socially acceptable to eat 5 or 6 plates of food and nobody looks at you wrong. And of course, Christmas is a time where you get to spend a bunch of time with your family, you get a bunch of new cool things. Like I got a Keurig, I can make coffee at home. I don't have to go spend a bunch of money on coffee from all these different places. I can just make it at the house now when I'm making YouTube videos. I don't have to leave to go get overpriced coffee elsewhere. So that's pretty cool. Got a bunch of other stuff like a toaster, a can opener, things that I actually needed. I like that kind of shit, right? That's all cool. But New Year's, to me, there's just not really that much enjoyable stuff about it. I mean, when you break it all down, like, what is so great about the New Year's holiday, you know? For most people, especially once you're an adult, it's just really an excuse to go out and get drunk. That's really what it is for most people, just an excuse to go out and get drunk. Now, as an adult, they already do this, like, you know, most weekends. But for some reason, it's special because it's New Year's, right? Oh, we're gonna go out on the New Year's weekend. It's like fucking St. Patrick's Day, right? It's like, I don't understand why that became the holiday where everyone has to get wasted until they can't breathe. But New Year's is like one of the top 3 drinking holidays for a lot of people because they have this idea where it's like, if I'm not inebriated to the point where I can't remember anything or can't move going into the new year, then I'm not enjoying my life. I don't understand that whole mentality. Then again, I mean, I'm not a real heavy drinker, so yeah. I'm also old enough to drink in the United States, so that probably also contributes to it. No bar that wants to keep a license or keep itself in operation should be serving me alcohol, but at the same time, I just don't understand that. Like, you do realize that everything that you hype up about New Year's can be done at any other time, and most people don't really see a problem with it. And then on top of that, the decade is about to close out, and I'm not a huge fan of that, because it just, I don't know, man. My birthday is about to come up here in a few months. I'm about to turn 20 years old. I'm not a huge fan of the idea, honestly. New Year's is just like our gradual Earth birthday, you know? Birthdays are really cool when you're a kid because you get a bunch of cool stuff and everyone treats you like you're special. But once you're an adult, birthdays really aren't cool anymore because it's like, oh yeah, I'm one year closer to passing away, man. 1 year closer until that inevitable day where it all closes out. And I'm not so much of a doomer where it's like, oh bro, I want to die, you know, like legitimately. So it's like, yeah, I'm not looking forward to, you know, every single New Year being like, oh hey, we're a year closer. Hey, guess what? 2020, bro. You're about to turn 20, you know? Like, I hate that feeling. And back to the whole drinking thing. You know, people on New Year's, like, they go out and they get wasted, right? And I don't know how it is around the rest of the world, but here in the United States, that just means that the police are ready, okay? So even if you're like me and you're not going to go out to a bar and just get drunk until you can't move, it just means that you can't really go anywhere else. Now, I don't know how it is literally everywhere here in the States, but where I'm from, the police are heavily fucking active during New Year's. And if you make even the most minor mistake while driving, I mean, even if you like, you know, look like you're going around in the lane just a little bit, 1 mile over the speed limit, couple miles under the speed limit, like anything suspicious, you might just be getting pulled over, man. And it just, I hate that shit. I hate getting pulled over in general. I've been pulled over primarily for things that don't even make sense. Like, I need to make a story time about all the times I've been pulled over because it's wacky, the things that I've been pulled over for. But on New Year's, they're waiting for like the people to leave bars so they can catch them for DUI. And they're waiting for people who've been partying to like act up and get rowdy so they can catch them. And they'll have these things called OVI checkpoints. I don't know if you guys know what these are, but basically what they'll do is they'll block off entire roads, right, by making police checkpoints that you have to go through. And you pretty much have to go through them. Like, they set them up in areas where it's extremely hard to get around them. I mean, there are little roads and stuff that you can go off. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to set them up in an area where you cannot, you know, avoid going into them. But they will get as close to making them inescapable as possible so that they can catch people who are drunk. But at the same time, it's like, if they're wasted, they're just gonna go up into it anyway, because like, what drunk person's gonna be like, oh shit, the police, let's go ahead and cut a right and cut 4 lanes down to the left and make a grand escape. And most of the time there's checkpoints that are all over the place, so it's so hard to get around them. But I hate dealing with that, right? Because I'm not drunk. I'm operating just fine. I don't want to have to deal with, that inconvenience because other people are ruining the experience for everyone else because they couldn't handle themselves. And then on top of that, there's New Year's resolutions. Now, I understand the purpose of a New Year's resolution, right? Like, you're supposed to set a goal for yourself throughout the year to better yourself as a person or to accomplish a task that you've been putting off, right? I get it. But at the same time, I just cannot fucking stand New Year's resolutions because everybody is so fake about them. I don't hardly ever really set true New Year's resolutions because I am already consciously aware before I even start them that I have like 3 weeks to accomplish them. If I set goals that are going to take me longer than 3 weeks, it's just not happening. Okay? And it's only with New Year's resolutions. Like, if it's any other goal, like if right now I said, hey, for the rest of the year, I'm gonna save up $50 a week, I could easily do that. No problem. That would not be a task to me. Okay, because it would not be a problem. I could figure that out. But if I sat down and was like, okay, this is my New Year's resolutions, I'm going to save $50 a week for the rest of the year. It would not happen. I don't know if it's like a curse around New Year's resolutions, but they just seem impossible to accomplish. Everyone knows that they're impossible to fucking do, right? Like, I mean, how often do people really go through with it? Like, one of the most popular ones, right, is people go, oh my God, I'm gonna lose 7,000 pounds this year. For my entire life, I've been eating 3 fast food meals a day, drinking 4,000 calories of soda, and this right here on January 1st is when I call it quits. And they drive by all the fast food restaurants every single day from work. And for about 4 days, they go to the gym, right? And they do their thing. And it looks like they're going to progress somewhere. It happens every year. The data is there. The most active time for gyms is literally the beginning of the year, where people like this will go in there. And then, February comes along, all of a sudden, guess what? They're stopping in the same fucking places they were shoveling their faces into 2-3 months ago. And just my thoughts on this one, if you have to do that, like if you gotta wait until January 1st to, set a goal for yourself, you're really not committed to that goal. You know what I'm saying? If you're truly committed to something and you really want to accomplish a task, you will start doing it right away. Like, it won't be a problem. But if you have to postpone it until a certain day, you just don't really have what it takes right then to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why New Year's resolutions just don't work. And so many things and so many people make profit off of this that it's redonkulous, okay? I am going to use that word unironically here. It's really redonkulous because the amount of money that New Year's resolutions gains for gyms, fitness centers, literally anything where people actively make them is mind-boggling. I mean, if there was a way that I could open up a gym today, I would do it because I know I would have an extremely profitable month. And then the whole New Year, New Me bullshit. It's down the same vein as a New Year resolution, but it's really not the same. It's almost like a bougie New Year resolution because they don't want to just up and say that it's a New Year resolution. They want to act like they're facelifting their entire personality when in general, they've been the same person their entire life, and they say it every single year, and they never get any better. The same people who always say this whole New Year, New Me shit that you have to constantly hear every single year on every social media, from everyone that you just don't want to hear it from, are the same people that you generally want to avoid. You know what I'm saying? So, you're gonna have to hear a little bit of this going into the new year. I haven't seen any of this going on recently, which I would say is a good sign because hopefully this means that we're past this phase in internet culture and people will just start saying, oh, I have New Year's resolutions again, instead of just bullshitting everybody and pretending that they're actually facelifting everything in their life when they're really not. I mean, I'm not even going to sit here and pretend that I'm holier than thou. I'm not even going to... Am I going to change now that it's 2020? Most likely not. I'm going to be the same asshole sitting here making YouTube videos, playing video games, just chilling out in his room. That's going to be me. I don't go outside and talk to people all that often. I'm going to be the same person. And the thing is all of this relates to the new year only. Like, no one does this shit any other time of the year, except for the whole drinking thing. That happens other times of the year, I will say. But for some reason, it's just become like an excuse to do it at this time of the year too. Like, I don't know. People who drink... drunks basically are taking over all of the holidays. If you want to drink, just drink. It's okay. So, in essence, if you're going to make a New Year's resolution list, I don't want to hear about it. I don't care, okay? I know you're going to be the same fucking person that you were all year 2019. You're not fooling me. I already know what's going on. Just because it's a new year, it's a new decade, I don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me. All it means is that I'm going to turn a year older, the planet is going to become a year older, the decade that I grew up and became an adult in is over, and the decade that I started this whole YouTube journey and everything in, and pretty much everything that I've developed everything in is over, and that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what's good about the new year, okay? That's what I'll end this thing off on, a good note. That's what's good about the new year. You have something to look forward to. There's always a chance to make something better in a new year. I mean, 2019 was kind of shit, but it was also kind of good. You know, there was good and bad. I hate being one of those people who's just like, oh, this year blew cock. The next one I hope is going to be really, really good. And then the next year, this one really sucked. I hope the next one's really, really good. Because, you know, a lot of good stuff happened this year, but of course a lot of bad stuff happened. It happens every year, you know, but looking forward to the new year and decade. Hope you guys are too. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on my channel. Follow me over on Twitter at @SubToOptimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. It's a surefire way to get notifications of all my newest content. Join the Discord down below. Lots of great things going on down there as well. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Just waiting a couple more hours until the new year, and signing out.